Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx, and this is the continuation of Lena's band, and unfortunately, a terrible end. And I completely didn't see coming, unfortunately. What happened, and well, we continue until the end with that one. There are moments when reality becomes unimportant, insignificant, unworthy of attention. There are moments when your spiritual torment overshadows everything else. And even if the world ended, you would not notice. If a knife were to pierce you, you would not notice. Even boiling for eternity in the cauldrons of hell would seem just like just a minor inconvenience. After all, there are problems more important than that. When I opened my eyes, I realized that something is wrong. It took a while for clarity of thought to return. I finally realized that I'm not in a bus, but in my old apartment. Well, that was to be expected. As if I'd spent a whole week preparing for an exam and at the last minute had spectacularly failed. And the result of this failure was my return to the real world. However, now it didn't seem any more real to me than the Sovyonok pioneer camp. No wonder. Reality is what you can hear, feel, touch and taste. And all that was really there. That world was real to the smallest detail. Sometimes it seemed to me more like it was my past life that was a fiction. And now I had to remember how to exist here. So why? I felt like a man who'd be thrown out of the car at full speed without even noticing it, and was left lying on the roadside with broken arms and legs while the car disappeared into the night, taking with it the last traces of hope. Lena. Her image surfaced in my fevered brain so clearly that I wanted to cry unbearably. Now I wanted to shout, tearing out clumps of hair, smashing my fists on the wall while making it human screams. However, my soul was empty. I tried in vain to find at least the echoes of pain, guilt, or pity for her, but nothing came. I was just lying here and staring at the ceiling. I was not at all interested in how and why I came back. After all, who cares about the process of selling your soul to the devil? All the legal formalities of the contract, signatures, stamps and seals. What is more important is the result. And this is the result I got. No, it's not that I was sent back to reality. If I had gotten to the destination on the bus, it would hardly have changed anything for me. In this case, the result is what happened to Lena. And the reason is my actions. I was absolutely sure about that. After all, she could not just do that for no reason. No, Lena is not like that. So it's all my fault. It is hard to live, knowing that you were the reason for someone else's death. As if I personally held the knife, calmly and carefully slit open her wrists and watched her die. And then just run away. Of course I couldn't do anything in that situation, but I still felt that I'd behaved like a coward. No, even worse. Although does it really matter what the best definition of my action is? I cursed myself for remaining so calm while thinking about this situation. After all, I should be mourning Lena and blaming myself. But now nothing is up to me. If I was not able to back then. I started shivering, my body was trembling and it was getting hard to breathe. Self-preservation instincts overtook guilt for a while, and I staggered to the kitchen to drink a sedative. They can always be found in a cupboard of every antisocial person like me. Once I'd taken half of the tablets that were in the packet, I returned to the room and turned on the computer. Remaining in silence was unbearable. I played the first random song and soon realized that it was probably the most depressing piece of music I had on my hard drive. However, I didn't want to turn it off. The background noise helped dampen my thoughts. I had to decide what to do with my life next. I was sure about one thing. Everything that happened in the camp, my appearance in it, my unexpected return. I didn't care about any of it. And just that, Not just that, I didn't care about the context of or the reasons for those events either. The only thing that mattered was Lena. I horribly stumbled over the word was. Indeed, she's gone. Of course, it's possible that it was just a dream and she never existed in the first place. But then again, our real world could just be someone's raving delusion as well. Why not? If people suffer from losing their loved ones here, why should I think of Lena's death there as the result of my sick imagination? I saw it all with my own eyes. I felt the shock, fear, and fright. Damn it! For me, it's not that it was reality. It still is reality. Is and will be. And I'm sure I'm not daydreaming. Thought it would be better if I dreamed that. The dreadful howl of guitars boomed from the speakers. It sounded like a requiem. A requiem for me. And now I have to live with this sense of guilt. No, I won't take it. My mind wasn't exactly a paragon of stability but not even a man with a stable mind could withstand shocks like this. And I already felt that I'm going mad. I tried to suppress all these thoughts. No, not to forget, just to give myself some rest. Just for a minute. But it didn't work. Pain wrecked my body again and again. I was already starting to feel it physically. However, physical pain is always weaker than mental. True to that. I fell to the floor, clasped my knees and began rocking back and forth in a fetal position. Blood pounded my head so heavily that it felt like my skull could shatter any moment now. I hit a table leg, and a little candle rolled out from under a pile of papers. A little one, 20 centimeters long. It was bent at almost 90 degrees angle, but still retained its shape. The wick protruded from one end. I searched for a lighter and lit up the candle. Let it be in the memory of Lena. Maybe in another world she is feeling better then. I sat on the floor and watched as the wax slowly dripped onto my fingers. I felt no pain at all. Probably my nervous system was so exhausted that it was unable to transmit the pain impulses to my brain. The fire calmed me a little. I just watched the flame and did not think about anything. Finally, at least some peace of mind. The candle was halfway done. Suddenly I imagined that my life is this very candle. Not just mine, any person's life. All that we have been given from above us is its full length. But anything can happen. The wind may blow, the holding hand might tremble, or the weak way burn out. And a life will end before it should have. But after all, each candle can be different. Such as this one, 9 cents, one twice as thick, 20, and huge ones, as thick as the handle of a shovel, 1.85. I wondered, did Lena's candle burn out ahead of its time, or was it just smaller than the other ones? For I doubt there can be one smaller than mine. I rotated the candle in my hands. How interesting is that? I can blow out the flame at any moment, and that's it. But in the meantime, life is not wax. You can't combine 2 small candles to make one of medium size. I would love to give the remains of mine to Lena. To anyone who needs it more than I do. Why would I need it? I do not feel pain from the heated wax. Its flame does not give me any warmth. It hardly illuminates the room. To put it bluntly, a waste of ropes, wax, and oxygen. I blew out the candle. This action evoked absolutely no emotions in me. I slowly stood up and headed to the bathroom. Cut down the road, not across the street. Everyone else cuts across, but you're going round down. The image of Lena appeared before my eyes. She was smiling. We'll definitely meet again. I'm so sorry. Warm water, shadows and dying dreams have finally brought me some peace. It really might be that I never actually went to that camp. Or that I never actually came back. But does it really matter now? I almost physically felt Lena's embers. Everything will be alright. We'll catch the bus together and ride it to the place where nobody will find us. Where we'll be happy together. My strength left me and I started to sink in the water that was already spilling over the edge of the tub. We'll surely meet. Forgive me. It's down the road, not across the street. So another suicide. Wow. Wait, it's not the end? Oh, it is. Oh man. I really didn't expect something like that from the bad ending, even if it's a bad ending. That was, well, that was pretty powerful. Oh, I really am out of words. Alright, that was Everlasting Summer, bad end of Lena's Road, and what can you be prepared for now is actually Alyssa's Road, both good and bad, and I really don't know what to expect after what happened now. Wow. Alright. See you in the next one. Bye.